Welcome, Ram fans, to Epic Ice Arena for this Wednesday night matchup between the Colorado Buffaloes and your Colorado State Rams. This is the first game of this series for the year, the Rocky Mountain Face-Off. And for those of you who are watching warm-ups, you may have noticed that CSU is rocking some new jerseys this year, as we'll have the starting lineup for the Rams. And you guys can see, if you haven't already, those beautiful new jerseys. And just as a forewarning, with the Rams having those new jerseys, some players have changed their numbers. So I might be a little off on players for a little bit to start off. And starting for the Rams, we have number 27, Connor Petrangelo. Number 6, Christian Collins. Number 20, Robert Grosso. And on D for the Rams, we have number 8, Mekhi Mitchell. And his D partner, Angus Fritzen. And starting in goal for the Rams, Ethan Blackburn. We should have the stream, any lagging or anything like that, fixed now. As that puck's going back to Doan, he goes D to D to Rudrow. Rudrow will gain the red and shoot it down low as Humbon's in on it. He tries to shoot it on net, but misses wide. It's chipped up by the bus, but kept in there by Rudrow, who sends it down on net. Goalie will play it for Norris. Norris up to Rudrow. Rudrow with a shot from the point. That's hit someone in front. Doesn't get through. And the Buffs spring 13 for a breakaway, 13 in, and he scores. So Rams got caught a little bit, not looking behind them. And number 13 for the Buffs comes down on a breakaway, and he'll score 5-hole to put the Buffs up 1-0 here to start the first. So not the way you want to start the game if you're the Rams. Just a bit of a defensive breakdown. So hopefully they can recover here, as we'll have Stevens step in for the straw against number 11. It's one back, and we had a false start, so we'll do that draw again. Out there for the Rams, we have Perini and Cromwell with Feinberg, Stevens, and Andor. That's one back. Cromwell will chip it up. It's chipped up in the air and comes down at the Rams blue line. Cromwell will send it up. 15 back on it for the Buffs. He'll gather it, go behind the net. He sends it out wide, and it'll come up through the middle. 10 will be there for the Buffs, and he'll send it down deep. Get on the forecheck. Back to play it. Cromwell chips it up the wall, but it's sent back down. Cromwell sends it up the wall to Feinberg. Feinberg will chip it up, looking for Stevens. Stevens can't quite get there as he lays a little hit on 15. And Perini will step around one man and another. Perini sends it down deep, and the Rams will go in on the forecheck. Rimmed around by the Buffs. Number 11 will pick it up and go cross ice for 16. That's off his skates to the Ram defenseman as Andor chips it up for Sleds, who runs into the linesman. And that is chipped up and out by the Buffs. Back on it is Frisson, who will send it up for Sleds. Chips it up again, but the Buffs will get it deep. As Frisson's back on it, 14 forechecking him. Pinned up there, Kornberger will try to send it behind the net, but it takes a bad bounce out in front. Saved there by Blackburn. Rebound cleared away by the Rams. Comes up top to 81 for the Buffs, who will rim it back down low. Frisson back for it. 14 there for the Buffs. Frisson, 14, able to step away from the wall. He takes a hit from Kornberger. Shot up front, blocked away in front by the Rams. And that puck will come up and out off of Andor's stick. Buffs back on it. Number 20 has it. He goes to his partner, 14. 14 will chip it up. And it'll come out, sent back in. But number 20 will grab it for the Buffs. Sled's able to turn that puck over as 25 will flip it up. That'll hit the ceiling. So we will have a stoppage. Obviously, like I said, if you're the Rams, especially in a big game like this, you don't want to give up a breakaway and give up a goal that early. But they've done a pretty decent job here responding, but playing a little bit too much in their zone right now. Kornberger will win that back to Doan. Doan's getting across. He'll send it back for Rudrow. Rudrow will flip it up, and that'll be chipped in by Berger. Kornberger, forechecking there. Sent up. Berger has it on the wall. He'll send it behind the net, but the Buffs will be the first to it. 25 takes a hit from Sled, sends it up to 26 for the Buffs. To 4, who will rim it up and around. It's on the half wall there. Buffs first to it. 93 has it. He tries to center, but that's a good stick there from Dome. Turnover. And Berger will break that up. As Collins is able to get the puck out. And good play there by number 7 for the Buffs to negate his pressure. Petrangelo, good forecheck there. He gets his man off the puck. Doesn't have anybody with him, so he'll rim it around looking for Collins. Buffs chip it up. Good step there by Rudrow, but the Buffs are able to get out. Anyways, they have one on Doan. Doan, the good block there. And that puck will come up and out. No icing there. Buffs, number 2, he fans on his shot, or on his pass. And Collins will have it down low for the Rams. He sends it up top for Cromwell. Cromwell steps to the middle, sends it back down low to Collins, but that bounces over his stick and be rimmed around by the Buffs. 13 for the Buffs, chips it up, and that'll come out to mid-ice. Cromwell there with it, and he sends it back to 67 for the Buffs, who will send it up, and it'll go down deep. Perini back on it, takes a hit as the Buffs had 2 men open in front. 37 will bring it up top, leave it for 15. 15, that got blocked away by Collins, but he breaks his stick. Out through the neutral zone, sauce pass there to 67. He's getting through the middle, tries to step through Cromwell, but a good stick there as Perini sends it to the half wall and takes a big hit. And Von Felt will send it to the middle looking for Grasso, but sticked away by the Buffs. 20 goes D to D to 2 for the Buffs, and back through the middle for 37. He has speed and one with him. He sends it out wide. That shot deflected wide. And 20 will take a hit from Hunt Bond there as Cromwell back on it. Turnover there. Buffs have it out in front. And that shot is sticked up and out of play by the Rams. So right now, the Buffs kind of all over the Rams at the moment. They've been playing pretty much the entire time in the Rams D zone. And the Rams just kind of sloppy, not really able to get anything going here. Von Felt will win that back from Mitchell. Mitchell wheels the net and looking for Norris, but that's too hot for him. Buffs will have it. And good stick there by Huntbon to break that up, and it'll be sent down by the Buffs. Von Felt back on it. He goes to Mitchell. Mitchell is able to get a stick on that, so it's not turned over out in front. As the Rams have an odd man rush here. Von Felt, Norris, and Huntbon. Norris tries to shoot, but he takes a hit. Not much there. As the Buffs will bring it behind the net. 20 will have it, and he'll flip it up and all the way down. If that's not on net, that should be an icing, and it will be. So the first kind of goodish chance for the Rams. Didn't get a great opportunity out of it, but good to see. A little bit of a rush, and they'll have an offensive zone face-off here, so hopefully they can take advantage of that. As 28 there, Stevens will step in to take this draw against, I believe, 11 for the Buffs. That's one to Andor. Andor with a shot. That's off the stick of number 91 for the Buffs and out of play. So they will get a change now. This Rams team coming off a split weekend against UCO. Close game the first night, I believe, is 2-1. And then 7-2 the second night, as that's pushed through by Stevens. Set behind for Feinberg. Feinberg sends it down low, looking for Stevens. Stevens has it behind the net. No pressure there, as Stevens still has it behind the net, looking for outlet. He tries to go to Feinberg, but 10 intercepts that for the Buffs. 10 sends it up through neutral ice, but that misses someone. Rudrow there to intercept it. Rudrow brings it in and fighting off some contact there, as Stevens will end up with it. Stevens in the slot shot that's just high and wide. Out for the Buffs. And I believe he absorbed a hit there, as that puck comes up to Feinberg. He and 16 are getting into it a little bit, but no call there. Andor wheeling through the middle, looking for Stevens. Stevens able to get a tip on it and get it down deep, as 10 will send it around for the Buffs, looking for 81 on the wall. 81 goes back to 16. We'll get it on the half wall and retreat back into their zone. 26 now, wheeling with the puck. Slides with a good forecheck there, and that'll get dropped again, back for 4 for the Buffs. So 4 rims it up and around. That'll come out to Cromwell. Cromwell looking for Herrenberger far side, but that's intercepted, as 26 has it for the Buffs. He goes through Cromwell's skates, and the shot there, that is wide off of a CSU body. So some good forechecking there by the Rams to keep the Buffs kind of pinned in the zone, but just not able to really do much with it. No real chances. Herrenberger in to take this draw, and that'll be won by the Buffs. 25 with the shot that goes wide off of a skate of the Ram. Cromwell will send it D to Perini. Perini up looking for Rondo. That's off his stick, as 15 will send it deep for the Buffs. No, that'll be gloved down. 93 out in front. Save. Good stick. Kick save there, as the Rams have numbered. It's going the other way. Cromwell has Herrenberger and Rondo. Drop for Rondo. Rondo with a shot. Save. Rebound. It's out in front. Sitting there. And that is blown dead, as the ref did not see the puck sitting there. Right. Available for a shot. Good chance there for the Rams. But unfortunately, that early whistle negates any possibility. But it will be an offensive zone faceoff for the Rams. And Collins, I believe, saying that Herrenberger took a cross-check there after the play, but refs didn't see it. That's one back to Frisson. Frisson sends it down low, looking for a shot, but it goes wide. Sent off the glass by the Buffs and sent down low by Mitchell. Collins will have it in the corner. He steps around one man. Sends it up top to Mitchell. Mitchell with a shot there. That's off his stick and wide. And up top again to Frisson, over to Mitchell. Mitchell, shot there. And that'll be gobbled up by the goaltender for the Buffs. I believe that is number 33 for the Buffs. And the Rams will have another offensive zone face-off. A couple of decent looks there. Hoping to continue that on this shift as Collins steps in to take the draw. And we'll have a new Buff center. 91 will step in. And that's one to the wall. Comes up top for Mitchell. Mitchell sending it down low. Petrangelo has it out front. Petrangelo with a shot. Save. Rebound. Sitting there. It's loose. And that'll come out. So 2 good looks there. And they'll be sent down the length of the ice. And it's on net. So no icing there. Fritzen back on it. Look behind the net and wheel. Steps in the middle. Turns it over to 91. Shot. Good save there by Blackburn. Bad turnover for the Rams. Can't be doing that. But luckily, Blackburn able to bail him out there. Just another example. The Rams is not really playing smooth hockey right now. Just turning pucks over, not making passes very well. A new Buff center again. 91 will be taking the draw here against Von Felt. That'll be one back to Doan. Doan goes D to D, but that's too far for Rudrow. 88 for the Buffs will send it up top for 4. That's off his skate, and Norris skating through the middle. Able to beat one man. Norris in, all alone, backhand, up in the air. Oh, and that's glove down. Good save there by the Buffs goaltender. That puck was up in the air. He made kind of a jumping glove save. So another good look off the rush for the Rams. Unable to capitalize, but definitely one of the better looks they've had so far. There's looks like a bit of a hole or a divot or something in the ice that the linesman is fixing right there. The Rams able to get a couple good chances off of rushes and some decent zone pressure, but still just having too many little mistakes and bad opportunities against here to start the game, as that hole has been all patched up, and we will have an offensive zone face-off here to the left of the CU goaltender. As Von Felt in to take this draw. Will false start there from the Buffs, so they will have a new center as 67 steps in. That draw, one back to a Hunt-Bond shot, blocked there, and hit by Hunt-Bond. That was blocked by 13, and no call there as Hunt-Bond's stick is taken from him. 67 will take it through the middle. Doan stepping there, and Von Felt in on it, able to get the puck off him, but he's able to get it back. 67 tries to send it out in front, unable to. Norris was skated out wide. Norris has Hunt-Bond with him. Norris chips it down deep around his man, and that looks like a penalty coming up on the Buffs. So number 15 will be going away for a cross check, and the Rams will be on the power play. Or sorry, not a cross check, a slash. So this is huge for the Rams if they can take advantage of this power play here with just under half of the period gone. Rams' first unit will be out there. That's Collins, Petrangelo, Grosso, Hunt-Bond, and Mitchell. 13 to take the draw for the Buffs. That's one back to Petrangelo. Petrangelo will drop it off for Mitchell, send it down low to the wall for Grosso. Up to Mitchell, to Petrangelo. Up back to Mitchell. Mitchell, shot there, blocked out in front, and 13 able to clear it for the Buffs. They'll come about halfway down. Good block there, as Mitchell will wheel behind his net and come up. Mitchell bringing it out wide. Beats his man Mitchell in, and he'll stop up, but is hit off the puck there by 9, who will clear it up, or 91 will clear it up, and that'll be in the rafters. So we'll have a ozone face-off. And Collins will step in and take this against 91 for the Buffs. And that's one to the wall to Hunt Bond. Hunt Bond sends it up for Petrangelo, who will send it back down, rims around. And Mitchell will wait for it there. Mitchell sends it down to Hunt Bond, who sends it to back up to Mitchell. Mitchell across to Petrangelo. Petrangelo to Mitchell. Mitchell to Grosso. Grosso out front for Hunt Bond, who misses wide. And puck will be behind the net. Petrangelo will get it off of Collins' stick, but that'll be sent down by the Buffs. And they will get a partial change. Mitchell back on it. He sends it up for Grosso. And the Rams are called for offsides as Collins just step over the line. Just good movement there for the Rams, but not many good chances. As they'll send out their second unit, Stevens and/or Norris, Doan, and Rudderow out there for the Rams. That'll be one back and sent to Rudderow. Rudderow will find Doan in the middle. Doan will send it up, looking for Norris, finds him. Norris brings it in, sends it down deep, and Doan will be in on it and retrieve the puck for the Rams. Doan sends it up for Stevens. Stevens to Andor. Andor stops on it there, sends it back up top for Stevens. Stevens looking for a lane, drops it for Doan. Doan over to Andor. Andor back to Doan. Doan up top looking for a shot. Has one, shoots it. That's blocked away by the Buffs goaltender. Rudderow has it on the wall. Up front, slap shot Doan, and that'll be gloved and held by the Buffs goaltender. Good look there. Just no one in front taking away the goalie's eyes for the Rams. Stevens in to take the straw against 81 for the Buffs. And he went early, so we'll have Norris step in to take the draw instead. Norris wins it to the wall. That'll come back to Rudderow. Rudderow with a shot there, blockered away by the Buffs goaltender. It'll be sent, or Stevens will keep it, send it to Norris. Norris, shot that's up off of, I believe, the blocker of the CU goaltender. Stevens has it down low, spins with it, looking for options. He sends it down low for Norris as that penalty expires. Andor looking out front, but that puck is blocked away. Rudderow trying to step, but is stepped around. Luckily, Doan's back to get it. Rudderow, turnover there. 25 has it for the Buffs. Good back check there and good stick by Rudderow to negate that shot. Sat out in front. That's off the bar for the Buffs, and it'll be on the wall there, chipped up, and Stevens will be able to get it out. Stevens with it. Stevens and Berger in the forecheck. Stevens takes a hit there as the Buffs end up with the puck. Comes out in front, sleds. Forechecking there. We send up for 93 for the Buffs. Takes a hit, getting it over to 2. 2 sends it back to 20. And 20 finds 25 on the blue line. 25 over to 93. 93 out in front. Shot there. And that's deflected wide. And another shot deflected up and out of play. So some decent chances there on the power play for the Rams, but nothing able to go in, and no good like rebound or net front pressure. As Herrenberger will take this draw against 14 for the Buffs. That puck won to the wall as the Rams will have it. Sleds steps to the middle, has Berger with him, drops it for Berger. Berger shot, and that's sticked up and out of play by the goaltender for the Buffs. Another chance off the rush for the Rams. They've been good on that tonight, but unable to get super high quality chances working in zone, as the Rams will send out Collins, Petrangelo, and Grosso for this O-zone face-off. Collins steps in, one back to Perini. Perini with a shot there. Don't think the goalie saw it, but he was able to gobble it up. It hit him in the chest. A good look there off the face-off. As the Buffs will get a partial change here. And number 11 will step in against Collins. That puck one back to Perini. Perini sidesteps man shot that hits somebody and goes wide. Cromwell able to keep that puck in. Buffs have it. They'll go D to D to number 10, who sends it up for 88. 88 has 2 with him. 88 will step in and avoids a hit from Perini. 88 tries to center it. Good stick there. It's on the side of the cage, and Perini will end up with it in the corner. Perini steps to the middle, almost turns it over, but is able to stay with it. Sends it out wide for Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo has Collins in front. Tip just wide as that puck goes in the corner. And down low, trying to center it was Collins. As Grosso will beat the puck off his man. Grosso with it. He'll send it down low. Collins there to get it. Collins uses Pietrangelo as he takes a late push hit. High with the shot there. Turned aside. Pietrangelo fighting for it on the wall. Grosso steps out front. Grosso up top for Perini. Perini sends it over for Pietrangelo. Good stick there by the Buffs. Pietrangelo will send it down for Collins out in front. Grosso shot saved. Grosso with it in the corner. Grosso stepping out. Looking for a ram. Unable to complete a pass there as it'll come down. It'll be flipped up and out by the Buffs as the Rams are changing. Gus back on it. He sends it up for Pietrangelo, and the Rams are called for offsides again. I didn't see it, but Collins did not seem happy about it as the Rams are trying to catch the Buffs in a change there, but unable to do the offside. So there will be a neutral zone faceoff here. Herrenberger will step in against number 37 for the Buffs. Sleds will send a D to D to Frisson. Frisson sends it up, and that's tipped in by Berger. Out to play it is the goalie for the Buffs. He will rim it up and around. That'll come up to Frisson. Frisson shot there. That's intercepted by 37 of the Buffs. 37 with 13. 13 tries to step through, but takes body from Mitchell as that puck is fought for on the wall. Herrenberger lays a hit there. Shot blocked away by Blackburn as that pass looking for Herrenberger is intercepted. Buffs will send it down deep as Frisson's back on it. He'll reverse it and find Berger on the wall. Berger finds Sleds cutting through the middle. Sleds cuts it out wide, trying to lose his handle on it. Takes a big hit there from 4 as Doan will send that deep. And 4 will be back on it for the Buffs. 4, Whelan finds 37. 37 comes in the middle. He cuts out wide, and they'll be called for offsides there. So the linesman calling it really tight here. It's even if it's even close, they're going to call it. Von Felt out there for the Rams to take this neutral zone face-off. That'll be 1 back to 2 for the Buffs. 2 will send it up looking for 25, intercepted by Hunt Bond. His stick breaks there. He gets one from the bench as that's sauced up looking for Norris, but jumps over his stick. Up in the air, Norris will end up with it. He takes a hit, but Hunt Bond able to get it deep. Hunt Bond in shot. That's wide. And that'll be sent down by Rudrow, just out of the reach of Norris. Hunt Bond shot there, blocked away. Norris lays a big hit there behind the net. And Von Felt will get his pocket picked. Set out in front, deflected up and into the corner. Norris has it there. Norris will try to take the back of the net. Centered out front, out to Doan. Doan shot wide. Out in front, back up to Doan. Doan another shot, and that's blocked by 26. As it'll come back down to Norris. Norris off his stick, and the play will be blown dead as the Buffs net came off. No change for them. So some tired Buffaloes out there. Rams have Steven, Andor, and Feinberg. That's 1. Feinberg able to get it deep. 26 for the Buffs through the legs of the linesman. Up to 93 on the wall. We'll drop it for 2. Unable to get it out. Andor has it. Walking down. Backhand looking for Stevens, but that's off the skate. It's chipped up to Perini. Perini will send it back down low. Andor will have it there. Andor fought off the puck, and that'll be flipped up and down by the Buffs, and hopefully enough for an icing, but not quite enough as that puck stops up just perfectly. Cromwell sends up for Feinberg, who will chip it in. as 74 has it for the Buffs. That'll be off of Stevens' skate. Cromwell back on it. He chips it up. And that's intercepted by the Buffs. 16 kind of whiffs on a shot. Maybe it was a pass. That'll be sent up front by Andor. Stevens will have it. Stevens coming wide, short side. Tries to get around a man. He's pushed off the puck. Puck will be fought for behind the net. As Feinberg tripped there, no call. Might have been his own player. 14 for the Buffs. Turned over and kind of bouncing there as Feinberg will try to send it deep, but straight to a Buffs defender as 16 will have it on the near wall. Coming in, he drops it for 81. 81 with a shot there. That's blocked side. Wraparound attempt, and the Buffs score again. So the Buffs making it 2-0 with about a minute, 2.5 minutes left in this first period. Rams had been playing really well, had been spending pretty much their whole time in the Buff zone. And then the Buffs come the other way on a rush and are able to bury it on a little funky bounce off that wraparound, and it ends up in the back of the net. Collins in to take this draw. There'll be one back by the Buffs. 7 will give it to 4. 4 sends it for 13. 13 off the wall to 37. Stick off there by Frisson, and Mitchell will have it. He chips it up and unable to get it out as it does come out now. Fought for there along the wall. Petrangelo and 2 Buff players. Mitchell in there with it. And Collins will end up coming out with the puck. He leaves it, sends it out wide for Grosso. Grosso looking for Frisson, but that's just out of his reach. Frisson sends it back down low. Grosso out in front, shot blocked there by 67 for the Buffs. In the corner, 7 takes a big hit from Petrangelo, but he's able to get it up. Mitchell will send it down deep, and 4 will have it for the Buffs. He rims it out around, takes a weird hop there. Mitchell back on it, and Mitchell will flip it up, and that will hit the ventilation. So it would be called dead. It's a really unfortunate goal again there for the Rams. Like I said, they had spent the last 5 to 7 minutes just, all in the Buff zone, unable to bury any chances, and then gets turned the other way. The Buffs able to capitalize. So the Rams would love to get one here going in the period, get a little bit of momentum as Dillon tries to flip that up, but it is off the glass and out of play. So we'll do that face off again. Sleds in to take this draw against number 11 for the Buffs. And that is one back to 10 and blocked away by Sleds as Rondo tries to get it out. Rudrow loses the puck. 91 tries to center it, but unable to. Berger. And it'll be fought for down low between Doan and number 11. Turn out in front. 91 shot. I believe that hit the post. Sleds with it there in the corner. Fought off of him. And Rondo will have it. He chips it up looking for Berger, but that's behind Berger. And on the forecheck of the Rams, it's flipped up to center by the Buffs. Dropped there. Rudrow able to get the puck, but not really handle it. Rudrow steps in the middle. Rudrow, back door. Shot wide by the Rams. Sleds lays a check there as 15 will have it for the Buffs. 15 sends it to 88, who will lose the puck, sidestepping and hit. Rondo will send it deep and get a change. As Sleds is in on the forecheck with a minute left in the game. 26 will have it for the Buffs. He sends it up to 25. It hits the official and sits there as Cromwell is able to fight him off the puck. And it's in his feet. Cromwell across to Doan. Doan looking for Von Felt, but Von Felt wasn't ready for it. And back in, Doan will have it. Across to Hunt Bond. Hunt Bond trying to chip it through, but unable to. 10 will find 25 in the middle for the Buffs. 25's blocked. His shot blocked there by Cromwell. Doan will send it up and down the length of the ice. And it'll stop up, so no icing there. Doan will be able to get a change. 20 has it behind the net for the Buffs. Hunt Bond and on the forecheck as Von Felt will have it. He gives it to Norris. Norris takes a hit there, trying to sidestep somebody. And 25 will have it for the Buffs as they try to chip it up. Intercepted there as Cromwell has it, drops it for Von Felt, and I think that will do it for the period. So not the period the Rams wanted to start this rivalry game, but they had some good opportunities, but the Buffs coming out with an early goal and then coming down off the rush, able to capitalize on their chances, are up 2-0 on the Rams as we go into intermission. So the Rams hopefully kind of reset a little bit here in the intermission and come out with a little bit more fire and bury some chances down in the Buffs zone.
For the big,
we're all seeking a spark.
For the small,
that can't deny
the
a
short,
feeling that pushes you
and
forward.
the tall.
For us,
Peacemakers,
it starts here.
Risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists,
Where elevation fuels
exhibitionists,
inspiration
for
and
long
roots run
distance
deep.
love. For
We
the
make a difference with
farsighted,
high-impact research
nearsighted,
and rise
for
up when it matters
introverts
most.
and extroverts. For the thinkers,
Mission begins on
and the
campus,
doers.
but
For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
College hockey. It's more than just what school you play for. More than just another sweater you pull on. It's about focus, determination, strategy, and poise. It's more than just packed rinks and screaming fans. It's about heart, skill, and passion. In nearly 30 years of the ACHA, we don't just play the game of hockey. We are the game of hockey. Hundreds of elite players and coaches from some of the United States and Canada's most prestigious programs. The American Collegiate Hockey Association. More than just a game.
Welcome back, Ram fans, to Eldora Ice and Pool Center as the Rams and Buffs take the ice here for the second period. The Rams, again, trying to come out here with a little bit of fire. You know, just get in, go to work on the Buffs. Again, playing well for most of that first period, but a couple breakdowns, bad bounce, and the Buffs are up 2-0. And with a large crowd tonight, as soon as the Rams get that first one, get the crowd involved into it, it'll be a whole different game. The Buffs have been playing well so far, though, as well. Doing a good job kind of controlling the game. Not many turnovers. Finding their outlets well. We're kind of seeing the opposite for the Rams, where some turnovers, not super smooth with the puck. You know, just a little bit sloppy. But hopefully they can turn that all around here at the start of the second. Get a goal here early and go to work, as Collins will step in to take this draw against number 26 for the Buffs. That'll be one back. Mitchell will have it. He'll send it down deep. And Collins will be on the forecheck, as Grosso's the first one there. Grosso sending it down deep, looking for Collins. That pops out. And 93 will have it for the Buffs, coming out wide. He will send it far side deep. And Mitchell will be back on it. Mitchell chips it, takes a hit there from 93 behind his net. Grosso has it on the wall, tries to chip it up, not able to get much on it. Frisson coming up the wall, sends it up looking for Collins. That's out of his reach as the Buffs will send it up. Frisson has it on the wall, send it down deep, but the Rams are offsides. They'll have to tag up. 25 wheels with speed. Toe drags into the middle, but held up too long, and the Buffs will be offsides. Nice little flip and grab there between Collins and the linesman. As Von Felt will take this neutral zone draw for the Rams. That's one back by the Buffs to 7. 7. Chip it down. Doan will have it there. Doan sends it up for Huntbon. Huntbon has Norris with him. 2-on-1. Huntbon shot. Saved there. Rebound out in front. That jumps over Huntbon's stick. So go in the corner. Huntbon centers for Norris. Norris the shot there. And that'll be gobbled up and stopped by the Buffs goaltender. So 2 good quick looks there for the Rams. Kind of turn the table a little bit there in the D zone. Huntbon in to take this draw. Huntbon tries to push through, but is unable to, as the Buffs will have 3 coming the other way. 13 steps out wide, sends to the middle to 37. Doan lays down, and that'll be sticked away by Blackburn, as Rudrow will have it. Rudrow steps out wide, steps around one man, but loses the puck in the process. Norris backhands it down low. 37 fighting for it there for the Buffs. And 37 will end up with it. He sends it up for 13. 13 shot there, stopped and covered by Blackburn. And a little pushing behind the net, but not too much. Two good looks there for the Rams, as Stevens will step in and take this draw against 26 for the Buffs. And the Rams will get a new center. Andor will step in. And now the Buffs will get a new center. So 93 and Andor in to take this draw. And weird draw there, won by the Buffs. But Feinberg, chip it out, looking for Andor. Oh, good stick there by 15 for the Buffs to break that up. Would have had a breakaway there. 26 Wheeling for the Buffs. That's stopped by Andor. Stevens has it at the blue line. Stevens coming in. Stevens with a shot. Takes a hit there as that shot goes wide. Perini sends out in front. That's blocked away as Stevens in a lot of pain getting off the ice. Sent out in front, and that's a trip there. So the Rams will have a power play here, as Feinberg was tripped up coming through the middle. Hopefully Stevens was all right. Took a blindside hit there. But the Rams will be on the power play here for 2 minutes as 25 for the Buffs. It's called for a trip. Collins in to take this draw. Wins it back to Mitchell. Mitchell walks the line. He sends it over to Petrangelo. Petrangelo comes down low and sends it for Huntbaugh. Huntbaugh shot. Rebound sitting out in front, and that'll be cleared down by number 20 for the Buffs. Blackburn out the plate. He'll send it up to Mitchell. Mitchell will turn back behind his net. Stop there. Mitchell sends it up for Grosso. Tries to send it back down, but no one's there for the Rams. Blackburn will send that over, and Petrangelo will end up with it. And the Rams will set up. Sent back up and intercepted again by the Buffs and sent down deep. So the Rams breakout just really choppy here. And another turnover out in front. The Buffs have it saved there by Blackburn. Petrangelo will have speed coming up the far side. Petrangelo cuts across, and that's offside as he cut across blue line, and Grosso unable to stay onside. So just a pretty sloppy power play there so far for the Rams. As good to see Stevens is back out on the ice. So he's doing all right. But with half of this power play down, Rams really need to bear down and get some chances. That is one back to Doan. Doan will send it across out of the reach of Rudrow. Rudrow is fought off the puck there by 11, but Rudrow will end up back with the puck. Still fighting for it is 11. Rudrow will drop it for Doan. Doan finds Stevens. Stevens finds Rudrow through the middle. Rudrow goes down wide. And puck will be fought for down low. Rams will come out with it. Stevens sends it up to Andor. Andor up top for Doan. Doan shot. That's tipped wide as 4 has it for the Buffs. He chipped it up. And 91 will send it to the middle for 11, who took it down deep and go in on the forecheck. And Doan will body him off the puck, send it for Rudrow. Rudrow sends it up for Stevens. Stevens going out wide. He will drop it for Norris. Norris walking in. Shot. That is gloved and held by the CU goaltender. With 13 seconds left to go in this Rams power play, they will send out Berger, Kernberger, Sleds, Cromwell, and Perini. 67 and to take the draw for the Buffs. And he will win it back to 20, who will send it the length of the ice. And that'll pretty much do it for the Rams power play as Cromwell's back on it. Cromwell steps out, finds Sleds to the middle. Sleds able to control that puck, tries to step in the middle, unable to. Hernberger will send it down deep, but the Rams are offsides, need to tag up. They do. 20 sends it up for the Buffs. And that's called off there, that icing, as Perini is back on it. Perini walking out wide, steps through the middle. Perini fighting off a lot of sticks there. And this will be another penalty on the Buffs. I believe a slash there, as the Rams will send it deep. Hernberger in on the forecheck. He gets there first. Takes a bad hit there, right in the numbers. We might end up with 2 penalties for the Buffs. There should be. They're at least getting 1. So they only get the hook. They don't call that hit, which looked pretty dangerous to me. Right in the numbers against the boards. But no call there. So the Rams will have another power play here. And hopefully they can make a little bit more out of it. Collins going to take this draw against 13 for the Buffs. Collins wins it back to Mitchell. Mitchell across to Petrangelo. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell with a shot. It's tipped just wide by Collins. As 20 will punch it up and a hand pass is called on the Buffs. The Rams will have a face-off here to the right of the Buffs goaltender. Face-off one up top to Petrangelo. Petrangelo walking in, shoots, sitting out in front, and that'll be sent down the length of the ice by 20 for the Buffs. Takes a bad bounce there. Luckily, Mitchell able to beat that Buff to the puck. Punt Bond will rim it around. Mitchell will retrieve it behind the net and rim it back around for Petrangelo. Petrangelo steps back and just really sloppy here from the Rams. Just passes into feet. As the Buffs have it, they center it. Collins able to cut that off. And Collins will bring it up through the middle. Has speed. Collins steps around one. Goes around the net and tries to find Grosso, but just misses him, and it'll go the length of the ice. Going back on it. Doan sends it up for Grosso. Grosso leaves it there for Collins. Collins driving wide. He'll go behind the net and try to send it up top for Doan, but not hard enough. So that'll again be sent the length of the ice by the Buffs. And the Rams will get a change as Rudrow drops it there for Doan behind their net. Doan sends it up for Andor. Andor skids it in, sends it out wide for Rudrow. Rudrow stepping behind the net, controlling the puck here. Rudrow looking for a shot. Shot blocked there by the Buffs goaltender as Norris will get it behind the net. And is held there. No call. Sent out top to Doan. Doan walking in the middle. Loses it for Stevens. Stevens stepping in. Shot. Save. Rebound. And he misses. Had a wide open net and he just missed. Doan tries for a shot as that penalty expires. Rudrow will have it on the wall. And send it for TJ Norris behind the net, who steps away. Rudrow with it. Sends it. Sent to the corner by the Buff goaltender. Norris sends it down low. Stevens unable to get the puck there as the Buffs will send it up and out. Perini sends it across the ice as that'll be chipped and fought for there. Andor able to turn that over, and so he has sleds. Andor and sleds. Rams shoots, save there. It's out in front. Rams with a great chance, unable to bury it. A great save there by the Buffs goaltender as that pass is intercepted by Berger, but 91 will end up with it and send it low. Great chance and a great save there for the Rams and the Buffs as 67 will rim it down low for the Buffs. Cromwell will find Perini. Perini sends it to Rondo on the wall. Rondo tries to go cross ice but hits 13 for the Buffs. As the Buffs are offsides, they'll have to tag up. Perini has it. Perini loses his handle on the puck. Cromwell will give it back to him, but it goes through Perini. Chipped up by number 4, and that'll get through the Rams. 37 driving wide for the Buffs. Good back check there by Rondo to negate that chance as it'll be sent the length of the ice. 7 will recover it behind the net for the Buffs. He steps out, gives to 67 and drops it for 37. Goes cross ice, and 13 will have it on the wall. Takes a hit there from Perini, but Perini doesn't get all of him. 37 sends it down low. Cromwell reverses it for Perini, who will send it the length of the ice. It'll be a foot race, and able to win it is Petrangelo. Again, takes a bad hit there, but no call. As the puck will come the other way, 81 with it. Shot saved there by Blackburn. Sent up and out of the reach of Rondo. As 4 will have it for the Buffs. 4 drops it for 81. 81 cutting in the middle. Able to step through 2 Ram defenders. 81 chips it up. 14 has it out in front. Shot saved there as Mitchell will chip it up, and that'll come out of play. As Petrangelo tried to give a little cross check there at the end of the play, but his stick broke. And he will have to get a new one. Collins in to take the draw. And we'll get a new Buff center as 16 is replaced, or 14 is replaced by 16. Buffs will win that back to the point. Slap shot there, out in front. And that'll be stopped and covered by Blackburn. Rams will change defensemen here. They'll send out Doan and Rudrow. And a little blend of line. We have Huntbon out there with Collins and Grosso. And the Rams will get a new center now. Huntbon will step in. And that'll be, again, 1 to the point to 20 for the Buffs. 20 with a shot blocked away by Blackburn. 74 has it on the wall. Shot there blocked by Rudrow. He chips it up, but doesn't get through anybody. Sent up top to 14 for the Buffs. 14 with a shot. That's stopped there by Blackburn and sent out a dangerous way by the Rams. 74 with it. Still rimming around deep. Doan back on it for the Rams. They'll pick it up and flip it up and out. And that'll stay in play as 14 has it for the Buffs. He goes across to 74. 74 up the close wall. Drops it there for 81. 81 cross shot. Tipped out in front. Save. 2 great saves there by Blackburn. Good looks for the Buffs as Von Felt will chip it up. Too far for any Rams to get it as 20 will spin and send it to 25 in the middle. 25 looking for 81. Gets through 2 Rams. 81 will have it in the corner. Stop up on it. Von Felt will have it. Von Felt sends it through the middle. Huntbon up to Norris. Norris in on a breakaway. Norris shoots. DJ Norris with the breakaway goal. Beautiful pass there from Huntbon. And the Ram fans go crazy. The Rams needed that. A great goal off the breakaway from Norris. And that really turns the momentum here for the Rams. After having a couple shifts that weren't that great, they're able to some good passing, get a breakaway, and score their first goal of the night here with 9 minutes, 51 seconds left. That draw 1 back to number 2. It'll be sent down the length of the ice. No icing there, as Mitchell will be back on it for the Rams. Mitchell finds Stevens in the middle. He'll send it out for Andor. Andor is getting through the middle. He'll drop it for Stevens as Friston tries to hold the line. Called offsides. I didn't think Friston touched it, but he must have. The Rams here looking to build off of that goal. This neutral zone face-off. Stevens stepping in. And that'll be one back by the Buffs. Sent to center ice for 91. 91 pinned up there by Stevens. About 4 on the wall. Rams will end up with it. Stevens sends it far side deep for the Rams. 2 back on it for the Buffs. He'll flip it up and out to center ice. To Friston. Sends it to... And it'll be sent down deep by the Buffs. Mitchell back on it. Hit off the puck by 91 there. 91 spinning, but he finds Andor. Andor cross to Feinberg. Feinberg in on it. Send it out front. Sitting there. Out in front. Feinberg has it. Shot. Rebound. Still loose. Up to Cromwell. Cromwell shoots. Tips. Save there. Cromwell wheeling behind the net. He has it on the half wall. Tries to send it up top across ice, but that's cut off. Cromwell able to get back and get the puck up to Andor, who will try to chip it deep. Sits there. He takes a cross check. No call there. Andor has it in the middle. He has Sled's back door, unable to get the puck and get it to him. We'll send it down low. Sled's in on the forecheck against 15. Lays a hit there as it slipped up and out. 13 has it for the Buffs. He sends it wide. Tries to send it through Perini's skates. Unable to. As Perini will wheel out with the puck. Perini has Sled's with him. 2-on-2 here for the Rams. Perini out wide. Beats his man. Sends it out in front. Sled's good defense there. Sled's unable to make a play on it as that puck comes up. Perini has it shot there. Save out in front for Sled's. Sitting there. And that'll be turned away by the Buffs. 37 will have it. And he finds 4 on the wall. 4 chips it up to Perini. Perini sends it deep. That's glove down there by 13. Back up to Perini. Perini again will try to send it deep, but only gets it about halfway as Hernberger takes a reverse check there from 4. As 67 tries to get around Perini, but unable to. Sleds takes a big hit there as that is sent up and tipped. No icing there. 7 back on it for the Buffs. As Sled's a little slow to get off the ice. The big check he took. 67 steps out wide for the Buffs. Tries to go short side top, but good shoulder save there from Blackburn. The Rams again with a bunch of good chances there, just not quite able to bury. But definitely doing well, spending a lot of time in the Buff zone. Collins out there. Take this draw against 26 for the Buffs. That's one back to Rudrow. Rudrow fights for it there. Buffs will end up with it. Behind the net is 26. 26 looking to center. He'll center it up top. 74 with it. That's blocked by Rudrow there. Out in front. Doan will chip it up. As Petrangelo finds Collins. Collins trying to find Grosset through the middle, but is unable to. As that puck is just kind of sitting there. Buffs will come in. 26 with it out in front. Backhand. That'll miss wide. 25 down in the corner. He'll wheel up through the middle. Finds 14 coming off the bench. He's unable to handle that pass. Comes up to the point and tipped wide. 25 has it down low. Fought off the puck there by Rudrow. As puck is still battled for in the corner. Buffs will end up with it. Buffs out in front. And that'll be a hooking penalty coming up on the Rams on Petrangelo. As the Buffs still have control of the puck. And 16 takes a hit there. 20 sends down low for 25, looking for a one-timer. Unable to get much on that. 14 sends it down for 93 for the Buffs. Up top to 20. 20 with a shot that's blocked and misses just wide. 74 will send it down low for 25. 25 finds 16 in the middle. Unable to control it. And finally the Rams will touch up. The Rams here will be on their first penalty kill of the night. Off of that hooking penalty, I believe. It will be hooking. Yes, hooking on Connor Petrangelo right out in front. It's a big kill for the Rams. So to kill this penalty out for the Rams, Hernberger, Sledge, Cromwell, and Mitchell. Buffs will have 25, 37, 13, 74, and 81 out, as that's one back by the Rams. Mitchell will clear it around, but 74 able to keep it in there. Puck is in the corner, and up top it'll come to 74. 74 stepping in. He'll send it down low to 25. 25 back up top to 74. 74 with a shot there. That's high. Misses everything. Comes to 81. Sends it down low for 13, back up to the wall to 81. 13 has it down low. Looking to go back door, had him, but he's unable to get it there. Sleds will clear that up and out. And the Rams will change their forwards. 74. Skating it up for the Buffs. Who will send it up for 13. Good stuff there by Cromwell as he goes cross ice. 37. He'll drop it for 81. 81 cutting wide. And the Buffs will get set up. 81 sends it up top to 74. 74 down low to 13. Cromwell, good stick there, but 13 able to get it to 25. Cromwell again, some good sticks as it'll come out for Mitchell. Mitchell unable to clear it. still unable to clear are the Rams in the corner. Mitchell has it. Mitchell sends it up top, unable to get it clear. 81 will have it. He drops it up top. 74 sends it for 81. 81 wheels behind the net. Sends it to the wall of 37. 37 stepping in, looking back door, and that'll be off some sticks and out of play. Good break there for the Rams as they had some tired bodies out there. But they're able to get a full change now. They'll send out Doan, Perini, and looks like Von Felt and Feinberg out for the Rams with 34 seconds left on this Boulder power play. Perini with it. He'll chip it up. And sitting there, Von Felt unable. Perini has it up to Von Felt, just out of his reach. As Von Felt will be in on it, the Buffs goalie will play it around to 67, who will try to send it down low. He stops on it and will. 67 will drop it for 4 behind the Buffs net. 4 will come up wide with it and rim the puck. It'll come all the way around. 81 or 91 there for the Buffs. 91 trying to send it down low. Feinberg will chip it up and out as that penalty expires for the Rams. So good kill there. Not allowing too many good chances as 4 will try to send it the length of the ice, and 91 has it out wide. Doan plays that well. Fought 4 down low. 91 will come out with the puck, sends it out front. 7, good stop there by Blackburn, and he recovered the puck. Good stop there by Blackburn as the Buffs had a good opportunity right out in front, undefended. Good job to take away that angle, get out, and make a good save. This D-zone face-off with 3.5 minutes left. Collins in for the Rams. And we'll have a new Buff center as 16 will step in to replace 14. That's one to the wall. Trained low. It comes out to the point. Shot down low. That's hit some bodies. Goes behind the net. 81 there for the Buffs. He'll send it down low for 16. As Collins able to get him off the puck, but it comes up high and sent around by 15. 14 has it down low for the Buffs. Collins able to get the puck off of him. Reverses for Frisson, and Frisson will step out. He chips it out through the neutral zone. As 10 will drop it for 15. 15 looking for 15 looking for 16, almost intercepted. As Trangelo will have it with speed through the middle, tipped up and out by the Rams. Grosso able to send it back to Rudrow. Rudrow chips it up off the wall, and the Rams able to get it deep. Trangelo had Collins, but gets it out front. Again, just through Collins' stick. As the Buffs are able to flip it up through neutral zone. And Cromwell unable to glove that down. Soft shot there. Played by Blackburn. As Rudrow will have it behind the net. He sends it up for Grosso on the wall. Grosso will gain the blue line. Grosso shot, rebound. And that's just out of Collins' reach as that puck comes up and out. It's Doan back. He's able to get it across to Cromwell. Cromwell will take his own. Cromwell sends it up for Feinberg. Feinberg with a shot. Good block there by 67 for the Buffs with a sliding block. So both teams trading chances right now. As Stevens will take this draw for the Rams to the right of the Buffs goaltender, and we'll have another Buff center. Not really sure why that keeps happening, but it's up top for Doan. Doan with a shot. That's tipped just wide. 13 has it for the Buffs, and he will ice it the length of the ice. So we'll have another O-zone face-off for the Rams, and they'll elect to take it on the same side they just did. And the Rams will send out Frisson and Mitchell on the blue line. Keep their forwards. Stevens. Puck goes through to the full tender, and he'll cover it there. And we'll do the same thing all over again, as the Buffs will get a full change here. Rams will leave out the same line. Just under 2 minutes left here in this second period. Rams really looking for that equalizer before the end of the period. That puck is won back by the Rams, but 25 able to step through for the Buffs. 25 out wide, slap shot. That'll be swallowed up by Blackburn. Von Felt out to take this draw against 26 for the Buffs. And we'll have a new Ram center as Hunt Bond will step in to take this draw. That puck will be won by the Buffs, shot high and wide by 26-4. We'll send down low for 93, who takes a hit there from Von Felt. 93 has it behind the net, look for 26. Good stick there by Norris to block. Break that up. Von Felt has it. He has Hunt Bond with him and Norris. Trying to find Norris, unable to. And that puck fought for there. It'll be sent down low for Norris. Norris able to fight off his man. Von Felt has it. Von Felt sends it up top for Frisson. Frisson will look for Hunt Bond, but that's just out of his reach off the glass. Hunt Bond, good pressure there. Able to keep the puck for the Rams. But then it'll be flipped up and out as Frisson will glove that down. Frisson trying to find any Ram stick, but is unable to, as it seemed to me like the Rams beat the Buffs there on that icing call, but it's not the way the linesman saw it. So that'll be icing on the Rams. The end of about a minute shift, so they're a little tired out there. Hoping to get a stoppage and get a change here soon. That face-off won by the Buffs. 91 has it on the wall. He'll wheel the net. Tries to center it, but no one there for the Buffs as Cromwell will flip it up off the glass, and it'll come out. Buffs will send it back down low, but Frisson able to glove that down. Unable to clear it, though, as Frisson will wheel behind the Rams' net. Frisson going up the far side. Able to get it into the zone. Not deep yet. Rams will get a partial change as Sleds is able to get that off the stick. Sleds has it down low. No one for the Rams. He centers it, but no one there. Pernberger on the forecheck. Berger will get it there as it comes out. Cromwell sends it up, but not out. 74 in it. Sends it to 11. 11 centers it, and that's off of Doan. He's able to clear it, luckily. 88 drops it there. Up top for 20. 20 with a shot. And that is high sticked, and that was a close one there, but the Rams are able to escape. So the Rams scoring the only goal that period off a breakaway by TJ Norris. Need a couple to finish this one out. Again, kind of the same story. They're playing well most of the game, but just having some breakdowns and having some stretches where they need to be a little bit better. So we will see you in 15 minutes for the beginning of the third period.
In the heart of the Mountain West, there's a showdown that's become legend. They call it the Border War. Thanksgiving Day, 1899, was a cold winter day. Colorado agriculture faced Wyoming for the first time, but this was no friendly meeting. When a CSU official flagged Wyoming offsides, tempers flared. Wyoming's E.D. MacArthur scoffed at the call, vowing to take the touchdown anyways, and right then, fists flew. President Bart and Aylesworth swore they wouldn't meet again until apologies were given. And so a century-long feud was born. In 1968, the stakes grew higher. ROTC from both schools introduced the boot. A battle-worn size 8, carried through the Vietnam War by Captain Dan Romero, now the trophy they both fight to keep. Every game it's fiercely guarded by the school that won it last. And then there's the run. At the crack of dawn, ROTC members hit the road, relaying a game ball down Route 287 in a grueling 65-mile journey. It's a tale of grit, of tradition, and the unbreakable wills of two rivals bound by history and the wilds of the West. Since 1991, two teams converge at the border of Wyoming and Colorado, passing the game ball from one hand to another. Together, they stand as one, the calm before the storm, the rest before the run. Each team united by a singular purpose: to win. This is more than a game. It's rivalry and tradition deeply etched into the spirit of both teams. With every stride, every step, these cadets honor that legacy with one single goal: delivering the game ball to center stage. Beneath the stars, surrounded by the crowd under the Friday night lights, each step is for the next generation. Once more unto the breach, dear friends. Once more. From the run to the march. Ball in hand, carried through streets alive with cheers and celebration. Every step a journey. Every roar a reminder this is more than a game. Under the white lights, surrounded by green and gold, generations draped in the colors of tradition, we stand at the crossroads of history. A century of rivalry, of passion, and of purpose. About to begin again, and when it ends, we know we'll do it all once more. To the next run, the next battle, the next chapter in the story of two giants. These are more than rivals. They are pillars of the West, shaping a legacy of character, of grit, and of unwavering integrity. It is the soul of the game.
Listen. You're more than your successes. You're more than your failures.
Everything you got.
You got this.
You're the work.
Alright, dig deep.
It's dirty work. It's work that hurts. Work that defines you.
Good, bro.
It's that fire that burns inside you.
One more.
Be you. It's always been you. You're the work. You want that smoke? Give him that body.
to Epic Ice Arena here for the third period. Rams coming in the period down 1. Looking to come back and beat the Buffs in this first game. Some bad chances off the rush. Dealt with some bad bounces too. But Rams hoping to come out, score one early, and just continue keeping that pressure on. You know, a lot of second and third opportunities available off those first shots. They're sitting there. Rams just not in the right place or don't have anybody down low to bury them. So getting to the net, getting some pressure in front, really important. Another thing, the Buffs' penalty kill has been very good today. They've pretty much completely shut down the Rams, pinned them in their own zone for over half the power play a couple times. So the Rams likely making some adjustments coming into this third period to try to combat that. As there is a Buffs player in the box. Looks like number 11 is in the box for Colorado. So the Rams might be starting off with the power play here. So something must have happened there at the end of the second. Nothing up on the board yet, but there is number 11 for the Buffs is in the penalty box. Buffs sent out. No. So yes, the Rams will be on the power play here to start. Again, I'm not sure what happened there. Must have been something after the whistle at the end of the second there. But the Rams will start off on a power play. So hopefully, like I said, they make some adjustments and they can have this power play be a little different, as that'll be sent down and the Rams will set up. As Mitchell will set up behind his net, looking for Collins, but unable to find him. Sent back, Mitchell, go across to Petrangelo. Petrangelo, cross ice to Grosso. Grosso on net, rebounds it down front. Shot, not able to get all of it, was Collins, as the Rams keep it in. That goes through Collins' sticks. Grosso will have it there on the half wall. Send it down low to Collins. Collins centers it. Huntbond shot there, sticked away and out of play by number 91 for the Buffs. Good chance, just unable to get that puck to settle down for Collins. Had a wide open goal, but just couldn't quite get there to bury it. But a good chance there to start off this power play. Collins in against 91. And that'll be sent up top for Mitchell. Mitchell shoots, and that's blocked away by 74 by the Buffs. Collins will have it behind the net. Petrangelo tries to send it down low. That's intercepted and sent down the length of the ice by the Buffs. Will be stopped there by Blackburn, and Mitchell will retrieve for the Rams. Mitchell will step out. He'll find Petrangelo. Petrangelo coming up the short wall with speed. Petrangelo centers it, but stick picked up there by the Buffs defender as that's sent back down the length of the ice. Blackburn again will leave it for Mitchell. As Mitchell steps out, finds Grosso. Grosso tries to step in. Collins will end up with it. Collins down low to Petrangelo. Petrangelo sends it up top to Collins. Collins across to Doan. Doan with a shot that's blocked by 81 by the Buffs. Doan able to get in and keep it in. As Grosso will have it, sends it down low for Huntbond. Huntbond sends it out in front. That's off a stick, off a skate, and will be sent down. As Blackburn will leave it behind the net for Doan. So the Rams get a change. Doan steps out around the net, looking for Norris, but that's intercepted and sent down for Rudrow. Rudrow sends it up for Norris. Norris gains the zone, drops it there for Stevens. Stevens back to Norris. Norris tries to send it out in front. Can't quite handle it. Rudrow has it, shoots, and that'll be gloved and stopped by the Buffs goaltender. As the Rams had people near the net but no one's taking away his eyes. And that'll be all for the Rams power play. As Stevens will step in against 16 for the Buffs here to the right of the goaltender. And that's one back by the Buffs. 7 will send it around. No one there as Feinberg sends it for Stevens. Stevens able to give it to Andor. Andor spins away, leaves it for Stevens. Stevens cuts to the front. Stevens shot. Oh, good save there by the Buffs goaltender. As Stevens able to step out in front, hounded by a few Buff defenders. Unable to get a really good shot off. But they'll have another chance here with another ozone face-off. That'll be one back to Cromwell. Cromwell will send it around for Feinberg. 26 will end up with it for the Buffs as he puts the brakes on. And Feinberg able to get him off the puck. Feinberg has it. He's tripped down. No call there as it is chipped down the length of the ice by the Buffs. No icing there. As Perini is able to fight off his man there. Comes up and Andor will get it for the Rams. Tries to step around a man, but a stick there from the Buffs will shut that down. 25 with it. Lays a reverse hit on Stevens as 7 will end up with it. Sends it across for 4. 4 tips it deep, and that'll be sent up and out by Mitchell as the Rams will change their forwards and last D. 25 has it for the Buffs. He shoots it blockered and kind of goes in weird off of the inside of Blackburn's blocker there, but he's able to hold it. And the Rams will have a D-zone face-off here as Herrenberger will be taking this draw against 37 for the Buffs. That'll be 1 to Mitchell. Mitchell unable to handle it centered, but no one there as 20 will have it. He sends it down deep. That's wide, out in front. Shot hits the side of the net from the Buffs. It's on the wall, sent out in front. Tipped up and out of play. Buffs had 2 players out in front. So Rams defenseman was able to step in quick and break that up a little bit, but a good look there. Von Felt taking this draw against number 11 for the Buffs. And that'll be 1 back to Doan. Doan will send it across to Rudrow. Rudrow finds Norris on the wall. Norris finds Von Felt through the middle, but Von Felt unable to handle that as it's sent down by the Buffs. Doan will be back on it. Doan sends it up. That's off of 20's stick and over to 2. Norris, good forecheck there as Hunt Bond will play that down with high stick, but the Buffs will touch it. So that is waved off. 11 will send it down deep for the Buffs. Rudrow back on it. Rudrow tries to reverse it out in front over the stick. 2 has it shot, saved and covered there by Blackburn. That reverse by Rudrow just took a awkward hop and kind of stayed there, just didn't move. Buffs able to get a good chance there. Good save by Blackburn to keep them from capitalizing. Face off one by the Buffs to 13. 13 breaks his stick on the shot. Rams have numbers, but Grosso fans on the shot there. 37 in for the Buffs and just barely hits the shoulder of Blackburn. That puck comes in. Petrangelo chips it up, but unable to get it out. Sent back down by the Buffs. Cromwell back on it. Cromwell sends it over to Perini. Perini takes a big hit there, trying to get it up from 37. 15 will have it down low. He shoots, and that will be stopped and held by Blackburn. Buffs just kind of all over the Rams right now. Rams looking to get it out of their zone and play a little bit more in the Buff zone. As that is 1 back. Mitchell will send it to Petrangelo. Finds Collins. Collins takes a hit there. And Grosso will end up with it. He has Petrangelo with him. Grosso, and he shoots. Unable to get a good shot there. behind the net. Grosso fighting for it. And the Buffs will end up with it as Petrangelo steps there. He's able to get the puck sent for Grosso. Grosso tries to send it across behind the net, but that's taken away by 10 for the Buffs. 10 will skate in, and he will send it down deep and fall over. Mitchell back on it, looking for Andor, but that's sticked off by the Buffs. 14 looking to center, unable to. Stevens has the puck knocked off of his stick. Stevens fighting for it down low. 14 has it with the Buffs. He escapes. And out in front, 81, his shot goes wide. 7 takes a hit there from Frisson, and the puck is fought for there as Stevens takes a big hit from 16. And 14 will have it for the Buffs. 16 ends up with it. 7 has it. That's blocked by Stevens. Mitchell will rim it around, and that'll come up and out. No icing there for the Rams, so they'll be able to get a much-needed change. 7 back on it for the Buffs. He'll rim it around for 16. Doan will end up with it. Doan goes D to D to Cromwell, who reverses it back to Doan. Looking for Stevens, but it's just behind him, so he's unable to control it properly. Stevens sidesteps a hit there as the Buffs will break out. They have 4. 26 steps through 77 through Feinberg, but the Rams are able to get it up and out. Stevens, unfortunately, at the end of a shift, doesn't have the legs as Doan lays a hit there. 25 has it for the Buffs. 25 going to the goal line and tries to wrap it around, but unable to. Stevens will clear it far side, looking for Feinberg. Feinberg able to beat his man. He's tripped down. No call there as 74 will have it for the Buffs. He sends it across to 25. 25 has someone backdoor, shoots, and that's stopped by Blackburn and in the corner. In the corner there, Sledge will find Rondo in the middle. Rondo looking for Berger, but Berger unable to catch that pass as that Berger will beat his man, so negate the icing and fight for the puck. The Buffs will have it out in front. 25 as Rudwell will reach there, and 25 gets around him, and hard collision there. Mitchell going in the boards hard. I mean, he looks a little shaken up, but looks like he'll be all right. Again, with a little over 12 and a half minutes here, the Rams got to find a way to spend some time in the offensive zone. As Von Felt will take this face off against number 11 for the Buffs. Going back to Perini. Perini will send it D to Cromwell. Takes a bad hop there off the Zamdor. Comes out in front. As Von Felt will chip it out. Hunt Bond has Von Felt. He sends it out wide. Outside of the reach of Von Felt. Von Felt in on the forecheck. He's able to get in on it. Hunt Bond in. That's chipped to 88 for the Buffs. 88 will go cross ice looking for 15. Cromwell stepping there. It's a stick on it. And gets a stick on that shot to negate it. Cromwell has a puck on his feet, but doesn't know. That puck is sent up and out by Perini. 2 back on it for the Buffs, who will send it D to D to 15. 15 will skate out wide and send it up as he takes a hit from Norris, and the puck will come down the length of the ice. Cromwell sends it up for Hunt Bond. Hunt Bond steps around his man and is able to get it deep. Collins off the bench, trying to beat the Buff there. Buff mishandles it. Collins out front, backhand, rebound. It's loose. Out front, Collins shoots. Oh. Collins with the rebound goal. Coming off the bench. And the Rams tie it up. Puck is loose out in front. And Collins there to bury the trash. It's a huge goal for the Rams. Collins putting a lot of work, skating in off the bench, able to get through the man, get through his man, get a shot on net. The Rams able to bury it and tie it up here with 11 and a half left to go in the third. Collins will step in to take this draw. That's one back to Frisson. Frisson will send it down deep, but that hits 4 of the Buffs. 4 will chip it up, looking for a 93, but he can't handle it, and Frisson will send it down low. That'll be stopped there by the Buffs goaltender for 7. 7. Tries to reverse it. Grosso there. Grosso fighting for it. It'll be sent up to 25. And out to Frisson. Frisson across the Doan. And Doan will send it down deep. Far side. 4 back on it for the Buffs. He'll send it across the 7. Good stick there from Petrangelo to break up that pass, as the Buffs will chip it up and out of play. And the Rams will get a offensive zone face-off here. Rams will send out Feinberg, Stevens, and Andor, with Mitchell and Rudrow holding down the point. Stevens. It's one to the wall by the Buffs. Chipped up to Mitchell. Mitchell with the shot there. That's blocked by 14. As the Buffs have 2 coming the other way. Shot there. Gloved. And the windmill save there from Blackburn. Might not have needed it, but it sure looks cool. And there will be a D-zone face-off here for the Rams to the right of Blackburn. Has 14 and for the Buffs, and Stevens for the Rams will step in. And that'll be one back shot from the Buffs. That's off of Mitchell's stick. And Mitchell able to flip it up and out, looking for Feinberg. Feinberg able to leave it for Stevens. Rams have 3. Stevens. Andor tries to find Stevens, but that's out of his reach. Stevens sends it down low for Feinberg. Feinberg to Andor. Andor able to escape. Andor out in front, shot. Oh, just misses there. Puck's back out in front, and again, as the Buffs come the other way, 16 sends it out wide to 81. Good play there by Mitchell to negate that, as he takes a hit right to the numbers and then is dragged down. But again, no penalty there. 16 sends it out in front to 81. That's blocked away. 18, Rudrow will have it in the corner. He chips it up and out. Feinberg. Stevens will have it there. Stevens cuts across the middle. Stevens out in front. Finds. And looks like the Rams will be getting a penalty here for goalie interference, which is a little soft if you ask me. He was clearly not trying to hit the goalie and tried to avoid it. Especially and I think the Rams fans a little confused there. I think they thought the penalty was on the Buffs. They're going to talk about it a little bit here. And I think they will send a Buff to the penalty box. So yeah, number 4 will be going for the Buffs for that cross-check afterwards. Or maybe not number 4. Somebody, I believe. Again, in my opinion, in a tied game like this, that goalie interference call can't be made. Clearly was not trying to run him intentionally, was trying to slow down, get out of the way, but was unable to. And as long as they call someone from the Buffs as well, which they will not be. So again, like I said, in my opinion, a tie game in the third, that should not be called, but it has been. So the Rams will have to kill off this penalty with just under 10 minutes left to go here in the third. Again, I also think not calling the check straight to Mitchell's numbers and then calling that is a little ridiculous. But here we go. As the Rams able to get that out. Norris with it. Sleds coming through the middle. That's off of him. And the Buffs will have it. 91. Cutting through the middle. And Doan with a good stick there. Cromwell will be able to clear it and send it down. 26 has it for the Buffs. Finds 67, drops it for 20. 20, staying out wide, will try to send it back to his D partner, but unable to. 20, from the side, drops it for 91. 91 will rim it. Seemed like he didn't get the line to me, but Doan back on it with 2 Buffs. We fought for in the corner there. As Cromwell able to body that man off, and Sleds trying to send it length of the ice, but unfortunately that goes directly out of play, so the Rams will not be able to change. Rams here at Epic have short glass. I'm sure you can see there on the far side, it's about half length. It's a little weird to play with. So Norris will take this draw against 37. It's won by the Buffs up to 7 at the point. 7 down to the wall to 81. Pressure there by Doan. 81 still with it. He'll go behind the net. Let's try to center it. It comes up top for 7. 7. And that's tipped and hits Blackburn. Stick goes wide. Set down low. Cromwell fighting for it. Cromwell able to get it up and out. And the Rams able to get a full change here. As that'll be fought for on the blue line. Berger trying to get it out, and they are able to. Herrenberger forechecking 4 hard here. 4 chipping it up. Gets around Herrenberger, but that comes to Rudrow. Rudrow kind of fans on one of them. Comes across ice. Mitchell gets a stick on it there. 25. Drops it for 81. 81 sends it down low to 25. 25 back to the wall to 81. 81 sends it up top for 7. 7 over to 81 again. 81 down low to 25. 25 will go behind the net. 25 sends it up top for 4. Pressure there by Berger. 4 across to 25. Cross ice looking for 7. Just out of his reach. Herrenberger forechecking there. Herrenberger able to clear it down. Great work there by Herrenberger as that penalty expires and the Rams are back to full strength. As Hunt Bond puts the brakes on. Hunt Bond has it down low for the Rams. Takes a hit. Bonfelt sends it up top for Doan. Doan goes D to D to Frisson. Frisson shoots there. Rebound out in front. Sitting there. Oh, good save there by the goaltender for the Buffs. Bonfelt lays a hit there. 25 will have it for the Buffs. Tries to step through Norris. Unable to. Norris sends it out front. Frisson shoots. Blocked away by the Buffs. And 91 will come the other way. Doan's back. As some good stick there by the Rams. As Norris will wheel behind the net. Come the other way. Norris kind of fumbles the puck there, but able to get through one man. Steps around another, but a good stick there from 67 to get that puck on the other way. 67 steps around Frisson and Doan, but the great stick there by Doan to negate that opportunity. 10 will send it back for, I believe that's 15 for the Buffs. 15 retreats to his zone. He'll go D to D to 10. 10 kind of loses it in his feet. Bonfeld able to get the puck off of him, but it's still in some feet out in front. 15 will have it for the Buffs. He goes cross ice looking for 26 and finds him. 26 will drop it off for 67, who will rim it around. 26 will get it on the far wall. Von Felt and Frisson. Frisson will push down his man as Frisson with the puck finds Grosso. And Grosso will come up the short wall. Grosso steps to the middle. Grosso tries to go around one man. Has the puck. Bouncing, couldn't find anything to do with it. Tries to find Collins, but that's intercepted as 93 has it. Good stick there and body by Doan. Cromwell, good body there as 14 will get it for the Buffs. Try to step around Cromwell, but is unable to. That puck squirts out. 14 has it out in front. 14 with a shot, save, rebound, sitting right out in front, and it'll come to the corner. Cromwell trying to drag it, is unable to. He'll put a body on his man, and there'll be a scrum for the puck there. It'll pop out. 13 has it out in front, saved. Rebound sitting there, and cleared down by the Rams. That will be an icing, though, so the Rams will not be able to change. And they're at the end of a pretty long shift. A couple good chances there for the Buffs and some good saves by Blackburn. Here with just over 5.5 left. Rams will have a defensive zone face-off to the left of Blackburn. They have Collins, Petrangelo, Grosso, Doan, and Cromwell out. 37 in to take the draw for the Buffs. That'll be one. Petrangelo able to step through. He'll chip around his man, and the Rams will get a change on D, as that'll be set the length of the ice by not quite. Mitchell will get that for the Rams. He'll send it up to Petrangelo. Petrangelo sends it in for Collins, and they call it offsides. Like Collins was just a step soon on that one. So, with, again, just over 5 minutes left, pretty tense game here in Fort Collins. Stevens, and to take this draw against 16 for the Buffs, and we'll get a new white center, new Ram center. That draw is won by the Buffs. The winger comes in to get it. 7 has it on the wall. He chips it for 88. Looking for 16 in the middle. 88 will get the puck again. 88 steps out wide, and he'll step around. He tries to center it. Sitting out in front. 11. Fans on his shot. 11 still has it, though. 11 will go behind the Rams net. Pressured by Rudrow. Now pressured by Stevens. Stevens able to get the puck. He sends it to Andor. Andor through the middle. Tries to step around his man. He gets cross-checked. It's pretty light, though. Not really a cross-check. He's taken down, and that'll be covered by the Buffs goaltender. Stevens stepping in against 81 for the Buffs. And the Rams will get a new center here. Again, a lot of that today. I'm not really sure why. Rams will win the puck. Shot and glove there by the CU goaltender. Good shot from Feinberg off the faceoff. And we'll do it all over again. Stevens in to take the draw. And that'll be won back by the Buffs. And rimmed around. That'll come up and out and all the way down the ice for an icing. Rams will change up their D here. Send out Doan and Cromwell. And to the left of the CU goaltender here, Stevens will win that draw to the wall. Andor steps the middle. Andor looking for a shot. Gets one. And that's blocked away and wide. Stevens able to body off his man. Puck sitting there. And the Buffs will chip it up and out. Buffs have a 2-on-1. 37 with a shot. Stopped by Blackburn. No rebound there. As Doan will be back on it. Doan chips it up into center ice. Feinberg in on it. Doesn't really have an angle. Puts the brakes on. Leaves it there looking for Andor as the Buffs will chip it out again. They'll hit Doan. Doan will send it down deep. The Rams will tag up as 20. Sends it across for 74. Sends it back cross ice for 91. Drops it for 81. 81 tries to step around Doan. And fought off the puck there. Buffs will have it behind the net. Send it up top. 74 across for 20. 20 with a shot there. That's gobbled up by Blackburn, and a little bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle. But not much, just saying hello to each other. Neither team want to get a penalty here with 3 minutes, 40 seconds left, especially after the play. Von Felt take this draw against 26 for the Buffs. And that's won by the Buffs. 93, his shot is blocked down, unable to find its way through. Von Felt sends it out wide for Norris. Norris tries to chip it forward, unable to. Rudrow will send it deep, as 20 will rim it around for 74 for the Buffs. 74 looking for 25, stretch pass, finds him. Rudrow's there, able to play the body and prevent any opportunity there. 25 still with the puck, hit again by Rudrow, and fought for in the corner. Rudrow is able to step out with it. Rudrow gaining some speed. He goes out wide. Has Norris with him. Steps through one man and lays a hit on 26 there. As 7 will have it for the Buffs. 7 sends it up for 93. 93. His pass intercepted by Hunt Bond. Hunt Bond taken down there, but no call. Sent up for 26 as Perini lays a hit there. Norris will have it. Norris drives it wide. Norris chips it around behind the net. Von Felt will send it up top to Cromwell. Cromwell stepping in the middle. Finds Von Felt again. Von Felt with a shot. Blockered away by the CU goaltender. Hunt Bond sends out in front. It's off his skate and to 93 for the Buffs. 93 will skate it wide and he sends it down. That should be an icing, but it's waved off. He did not get the red line, but Cromwell will bring it up. Tries to send it to the middle with one hand, unable to. 14 has it for the Buffs as he sends it down deep to the wall. Perini tries to chip it, but 14 able to cut that off on the wall. Sent down deep. 13 for the Buffs. Tries to center, unable to. Perini trying to get that puck out, and will, as that icing is waved off. As the Buffs try to reset, 13 will send it down low. Petrangelo will chip it up, and that'll come out, but too far for the Rams. 20 will have it. Go across ice to 74. 74 sends it down deep. Again, did not get the red line, but is waved off. Doan will chip that up, but not out. As Petrangelo will flip that up, and it will get out. Comes to 20 again. 20 goes across to 74. 74, again, didn't get the red line, but no icing. As Doan tries to lay a reverse hit, but 67 will get the puck. And that'll be chipped up and out by the Rams. No icing there. With a minute 19 left to play. 74 will reset it behind his net. As two Rams run into each other there. Good stick there by Grosso. Send it back down deep. Minute left. As 7 will have it for the Buffs. Grosso has it on the wall. Grosso tries to send it up to Frisson. But Frisson backing out. Buffs will have it. 88, stepping through the middle. As Grosso intercepts that pass. Grosso coming down. Has Collins. Collins shot. Save. Rebound. Sitting out in front. And it's covered by the Buff goaltender. Great look there for the Rams. Just barely able to get a piece of that was the goaltender for the Buffs. That would have been huge. With 45 seconds left to go here in the third period, the Rams will have an offensive zone face-off. They'll send out Andor, Stevens, and Feinberg as one of the teams is taking a timeout here. I believe, not sure who it was. Both teams, I'm sure, drawing something up here. Specifically the Rams with this O-zone face-off. They'd really like to get one in here and not have to worry about overtime. And I'm sure the Buffs are thinking the same. Rams have had a much better third period than their first and second. And both teams been kind of shortening up the bench. Players are getting tired. Sometimes going every other shift. As the Buffs will break up their huddle. The Rams still talking a little bit here. Rams will send out Doan, Petrangelo, Mitchell, Grosso, and Collins here. Buffs have out 91, 81, 74, 37, and 20. Collins steps in to take this draw. That'll be one back. Petrangelo looking for Doan. Too far for him as Petrangelo went on the forecheck, able to get there. Rams have it out in front, looking for Doan. Petrangelo shot. That's sticked away and out of play by the Buffs. That bled just under 15 seconds off the clock. We have 33 seconds left here in the third period. Collins will step in again to take the draw, as that'll be one to the corner. Trangelo has it out in front. Oh, just wide. Trangelo still has it, sends it down low for Collins. Collins stepping up, finds Trangelo. Trangelo to Doan. Doan with a shot there. That's just wide. As Trangelo will have it on the wall, sends it out in front. Stop there and covered by the CU goaltender. Grosso looking to bury rebound there, but unable to. With 13 and a half seconds left. We'll have another offensive zone faceoff. And for some reason, they're not letting this change happen. Rams made the change very early. Just didn't get the player off the ice. So I have no idea why they're not letting that go. But Collins will step in to take the straw. Grosso's still out there. 13 seconds left. That'll be one back by the Buffs. 7 back on it. He rims it around for 81. 81 sends it up for 91. 91 has 37 with him. Mitchell back. Great diving play there by Mitchell to negate that 2-on-1, as that'll be the end of regulation. And the Rams and the Buffs are going to overtime on Wednesday night. So a good opportunity for the Buffs there with about 5 seconds left. Luckily, Mitchell making a beautiful defensive play to shut that down. So we'll have about a minute break here, and then we will go to 5 minutes of 3-on-3 overtime. As both teams here, I'm sure, are gassed, very tired. This has been a grind of a game. Very physical. And like I said, both teams were rolling 2 to 3 lines there towards the end. Sometimes going every other shift, and that just wears you down. Both teams looking for a hero here. I have my money on Stevens for the Rams game winner. Rams will start this overtime period sending out Collins, Pietrangelo, and Rudrow. Buffs have out 91, 67, and 20. Be prepared to drop the puck here for overtime. That face-off won back by the Rams. Rudrow will control it. Sends it to Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo will gain the blue line. Pietrangelo, shot, save. Oh. CU goalie barely able to squeeze that in between his arm and his torso. And if you saw him look back, he thought it might have gotten through. Good look there right away for the Rams. We'll have an offensive zone face-off. Collins will take this against 67 for the Buffs. And that is 1 to 74 for the Buffs. He'll skate it up. He has 67 with him. Covered well there by Rudrow. 74 will put the brakes on and step to the middle. Almost picking his pocket was Rudrow, as Collins will leave it back for Pietrangelo. And the Rams will reset Pietrangelo up to Rudrow. Rudrow will skate through the middle. Has Collins. Rudrow with a shot there. Blocker save from the Buffs goaltender. as 67 will put the brakes on and ends up sending it back for 74 as the Rams will get a change. 67 has 91 with him, two on two. 67, 91 shot there, covered by Blackburn. Rams almost got caught a little bit there with a change, but nothing comes of it, luckily. So just under a minute gone. Here, the Rams will send out Norris, Huntbon, and Mitchell. The Buffs have 25, 37, and 4. That'll be 1 back to Mitchell by the Rams. Mitchell will control it. He'll take shelter behind his net, step out, and deliver it to Huntbon. Huntbon will reload, bring it up the middle. Bobbles it a little bit, gain the blue line. Huntbon out wide, shot. That's up over the net and will come all the way down. And the Rams will reset a little bit here. 25 in on the forecheck for the Buffs. Puts pressure on there, but Mitchell's able to step around him. Mitchell going out wide, has some speed. He'll put the brakes on. He takes a hit there from 37 as it'll come back the other way. Rams are dead tired. Buffs have a 3-on-1, and he just shoots it way over the net. 25 there. Not sure, that might have hit Blackburn, but it looked like it just went straight out of play. So, had a 3-on-1 and elected to shoot it high. Not what I personally would have done in that situation, but I'll take it. Stevens in to take this draw. That'll be 1 back by the Buffs. 20 will have it. 20 wheeling behind the net, covered by Stevens. 20 will send it to 26. Good stick there by Andor. 26 will have to bring it out of the zone. 26, and checked by Andor. Will continue bringing it back, and he sends it up. Not sure who he's looking for. Doan will intercept that, and the Rams stay on sides. Andor has the puck on the wall. Andor will reverse, loses the puck, but Stevens will have it. Stevens has Doan with him. Stevens hounded there by 26 for the Buffs. 26 back on it. 26 tries to center. That'll be sticked aside by Blackburn as 91 tries to bring it up and out. Quite a good stick there from Andor to negate that. Stevens will bring the puck up for the Rams. Stevens steps to the middle. Steps around one man. Stevens will leave it for Cromwell. Cromwell has it. He'll bring it behind the net for the Rams. Cromwell will drop it for Andor. Andor tries to step through the legs of 67, but is unable to. And 67 coming out wide for the Buffs. Doesn't have anybody with him. 67 steps around somebody. Good stick there from Andor. As Blackburn loses his stick. That's centered. Sitting there. Good save there. And the Rams will end up with the puck as Cromwell will settle it down. And the Rams will get a change. And Blackburn will get a stick. There we go. As it'll be sent out. Petrangelo has the puck. He shoots. He misses wide, and that'll come up and out. Cromwell back on it for the Rams. Cromwell will chip it. It hits the skate, but Petrangelo will be able to get there. Petrangelo goes across to Cromwell. Cromwell sends it up for Collins off his skate, and Collins will send it out for Petrangelo. Petrangelo will reset here. Petrangelo sends it up for Collins. Collins will stop it on the blue line. Gains the blue line. Has Rudrow going to the net. Collins with a shot. That's blocked. Rudrow able to get it. Rudrow will come across the top. He gives it to Petrangelo. Petrangelo controls. Petrangelo sends it down low for Collins. Collins wheeling up the wall, backhands it, and that's tipped away as we have just under a minute left. Rudrow sends it to Collins on the half wall. Collins, Rudrow on the front. Good stick there as the Buffs will turn around. 81 finds 25. He has a breakaway. 25 in, shoots, and he scores. So a breakdown there for the Rams, and the Buffs will win this first game in overtime, 3-2. As that's just a heartbreaker for the Rams and all the Ram fans. Rams at the end of a long offensive zone shift. Just got kind of caught sleeping a little bit. And the Buffs will come away with the win. Luckily for the Rams, they will see the Buffs more, be able to get their revenge. But that is a tough loss. Rams will be back in action this Friday in just 2 days for Western night here at Epic, playing against the University of Oklahoma. And thank you all for joining us. And we will see you Friday. Thank you, Ram fans.